I've always wondered if you can beat Megabonk with no weapons and no tanking. Ever since seeing the Pacifist challenge, I wanted to know if you could go past just the first stage and beat the entire game with no weapons. So I was able to find mods that allowed me to unselect all weapons, as well as install a mod pack from Risotto that lets me spawn a singular item, which is going to be pretty necessary just to reduce resets. Let's dive in.
It's nice.
Just to clarify how the mod works, I will have a weapon level 1. Once I hit level 2, I hit skip, and then the weapons go away completely. I'm bringing Calcium here because we are going a non-tank build, and I'm going to be bringing Bob dead as an item. I also am going to be spawning Bob first thing I lose the weapon at level 2 because I don't want to do a reset simulator waiting for a random Bob spawn. It's not worth it. Just speeds up the resets quite a bit, but yeah, just one Bob spawn and then we're good to go. Now, early game is relatively easy other than grabbing shrines. These shrines are very difficult, maybe not in the very first minute, but in a few minutes they get difficult to grab just because you have to be moving to do damage. It's kind of tough. Now, late game is the problem. Majority of the problem, especially the final boss. So here, projectile speed, I don't know if it works. Maybe it does. I still honestly don't know, and I did a few runs. Extra jumps, super important, so you can get over them. Make sure you stay safe. So for this run, I brought XP, agility, damage, and duration. Bob scales with damage, and also it does crit, so I don't know if the crit chance increases things, but it can crit itself. But yeah, damage scales with as well as duration. Apparently duration keeps the ghosts out attacking longer. And then agility is just nice, I guess. Honestly, agility was a little bit overkill. I don't think we necessarily needed it. It's kind of good early game. Late game, honestly, it kind of makes things harder. But yeah, we got a very lucky spawn early on here. And then we also got a gold shady guy, which is amazing. I was between Soul Harvester there and then the one that increases your procs. But Soul Harvester just makes it way easier to clear things. And now you can see I have white and red ghosts just going and working for me. Anything I guess on hit is really nice because Bob does count for on hit. So we want like the moldy cheese or the unstable. And then obviously things like golden sneakers are amazing if you have agility on calcium. So that's always good. Lifesteal, I wasn't sure if it'd work or not. I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Not very well, but it did work a little bit. So you can see we're getting a little stronger. I found a purple shady guy as well. Crazy good run. Turbo Skates is tempting, but we don't have attack speed. I don't think that it scales with attack speed. So I went with credit card. It's going to make the run a little expensive, but especially because we got golden sneakers, I'm not terribly worried about it. And here's the first boss. Now, I have a pretty good run start here, so I have a lot of damage scaled up as well as a Soul Harvester. But you kind of have to be close for them to work, right? Like, the ghosts kind of follow you around on calcium, so it's like a delay of when you get to do damage. So you get somewhere, and then a second later it does damage to that area. But yeah, we kind of one-shot it. So again, strong start. The difficulty is at the end. I'm just going to zoom through here. But yeah, getting shrines, kind of the harder part. At this point, I was so strong, it wasn't too difficult. But once we had a swarm, it was a little difficult again. Just leveling up XP as much as I can, pretty much as always. And then damage was my second priority. But yeah, extra jumps is huge. Shield was huge. Otherwise, you want like damage for shrines. There we go. Boss Buster is huge in my opinion. I think you kind of have to do it, especially for that final boss. You're gonna see it's tough. It's tough. Honestly, when I was this strong, I should have been picking up the boss curses, but I didn't. I was playing it safe because I had a few runs that were just as good, if not better than this run, and threw them away. So, figured, let's get to the end. You can't beat the game if you don't get to the end. Found another gold shady guy, and this time I looked at the prices, honestly. All three of these are fine. Lightning orb, though, pretty convenient. Look at that. You can just hear it going for me. Get a ton of attacks off when you have these many ghosts going, and at this point, I still only have one Bob, unfortunately. You do want to stack Bobs quite a bit. Grandmas are pretty good too, though, so I didn't banish anything like that, at least not yet. Here I'm just going through clearing the map, making sure I got some stuff. I did miss a few shrines, but like, not the end of the world here. And then we clear it. Pretty simple. Oh, we got an ice cube. Sick. Alright, third stage. Now, this stage is, in theory, very easy because you could just exit at any time. The thing that I like to look for, though, is pushing the limits on getting scaled up. So I want to get a ton of gold, get a ton of chests open, find as many microwaves, hit every shine, because I don't want to do this challenge again. It was tough. More boss buster. Love it. And yeah, because of the way you have to play, you're running away from everybody all the time. The magnets or magnet shrines are fantastic. Otherwise, it's kind of annoying to grab XP or get levels at all. Another legendary shady guy, and this time I went with Holy Book. I just felt like extra health over heal health is going to be necessary for the boss fight, and I was right. It was tough. Overpowered lamp, that's obviously fantastic. We love it because we have so many things that are proc chance, and that just doubles it pretty much. All right. Found a microwave, and again, like I said, boss. We want to get the boss. So we're getting a ton of boss busters. I love that you have just an entourage of ghosts behind you. It's crazy. They need to add more ghost items. I think that's great. We have white, red. What else could we get? Like a blue ghost that slows or something would be fun. Anyway, I got as much as I felt like I needed. I had some more minutes to go, but I was pretty confident this run felt strong. Now, the biggest problem here is we don't have weapons to take. Like, what's it going to do to us, you know? Well, you'll see. It is not super easy. The movement speed's low when you respawn into a map, so you have to get your movement speed up. And then you can see I have bosses going. Now, I don't have Soul Harvester going because there's nothing to kill. And that actually reduces my damage drastically. And this is where the agility tome comes into being kind of a problem, is trying to slightly dodge these little projectiles and capture the shrine at the same time is extremely annoying when it's like one tap moves you half a grid. It's a lot. And then these balls are chasing you around and you have no health, no way to heal because there's no damage going on during that time frame. So this is the hard part. And it gets close quite a few times. You see, I just have to bail out completely because I got hit by the red ball like twice. Or once, honestly. And it just sits there and does dot damage. So I wait for the shield to respawn and get some more movement speed before I go back. It's ridiculous how many projectiles are coming at me. And my speed is pretty slow right now, which is kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing. There we go. So now once I can damage him, I need to heal up. So I need to get that overheal. There we go. At this point, I was sweating. I was terrified. I was making mistakes because I was so nervous on it. I don't think I've been this nervous in a Megabonk run. Normally, once you're at the end of the game, if you have a good strat or whatever, it's like a one-shot. This is a much harder experience. Oh my god. I thought I lost the game. I thought I did. At this point, I cannot heal up anymore because I can't damage anything. I mean, I guess I have health regen probably, but it's like extremely low. Here I'm trying to like keep an eye on the balls. That's why my movement's a little weird. I'm trying to keep an eye on them to make sure to keep track of the spawn pattern of the balls. They do spawn in different order, so you can actually kind of determine which one you're gonna get. And again, oh my god. I took my time. I did not want to run this again. I felt like this was one of those that's going to be pretty hard to get run this good again. Now, most of my other good runs that I talked about, I did something very stupid early into a run, but dying late into a run is always the worst feeling. So now we should be good in terms of doing the recharge shrine again, but we still have to nuke them, I guess. We're done. We did it. It was it. That was super fun. I loved it. And I'm going to play with a lot more modded Megabonk. I've been holding off on Megabonk lately because there's not been an update, but I'd like to find new ways to play it. If you have any ideas, make sure to comment below what you'd like to see. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And as always, have a beautiful day.